If your name is Samantha and you're exhausted from work, well then today's Japanese slang term is for you because it's Otsukare Samansa.
Otsukare Samansa!
That's right, Gojo Satoru of Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the word we're talking about. So this is pretty obviously a combination of Otsukare Sama deshita and Samantha. And depending on your perspective, I'm either 4 decades or about 4 years late in talking about it. So let's start with the 4 decades issue because this came out sometime during the Showa period, where it was beloved by cringe old men to the extent that there are now like line stickers of cringe old men that use it as an example of a cringe old man thing that you can say to one of your friends. The origin of this in terms of like the first person to use it is unknown, but the inspiration is actually the show Bewitched. Yeah, like the black and white show from the past. It was really popular in Japan to the extent that, yeah, even though it ran in the 1960s into the 1970s, reruns were shown until the 1980s. And one of the characters' names is Samantha, so someone was like, hey, Tsukare-sama, Samansa, and there you go. So if you see people online using this, they're probably using it because they're old and they remember this, unless there's somebody that is now using it ironically because this term was revived from the dead by Jujutsu Kaisen, both in the first volume of the manga, which came out in 2018, and the 3rd episode of the anime, which came out between 2020 and 2021. And because this character uses this phrase, I guess kind of ironically, or maybe not, I do think it's supposed to be a bit cringe, it exploded on the Japanese internet again, becoming the subject of all kinds of parody videos, meme videos, mad videos, TikTok trends, challenges, etc. Let's take a look at a few.
マジそろそろかなお疲れサマンサ
お疲れ様さ。お疲れ様さ。お疲れ様さ。てってってれてれてん。お疲れ様さ。
ごめん。大丈夫。僕最強だから。校長？じゃ、お疲れ様さ。
お疲れ。お疲れ様さ。お疲れ様さ。Yay.
Now, if you look at Google Trends, you can see that this was a very, very short-lived revival. But if you squint, you can see that since this revival, the interest in the term has been higher than it's been for quite some time before that. So who knows, maybe in 40 or so years, this will inspire another mangaka to use it in their manga and rebirth the entire thing again. Anyway, we're done. Bye. Sorry, I forgot my blanket. Otsukare samansa.